Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR HaLacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you. It's for Wednesday, 20th day of February, 15th day of Adar Rishon, the first Adar. Hey, first of all, I need to tell you that 15th of Adar Rishon means it's Shushan Purim Katan, which means we are exactly 1 month from Shushan Purim. That's the sort of the second day of Purim, if I could say it loosely like that. And if there was only one Adar this year, if this wasn't a Jewish leap year, we would be on Shushan, we would be having Shushan Purim this Wednesday. So we're having it a month from now, so we call it Shushan Purim, the small one. And in 1 month we're going to have like the big one. So I'm going to start telling you some Purim halachos because we are now within the 30-day time frame leading right up to Purim. So here goes. We're going to start with Mishloach Manos. That's the idea of sending gifts to your friends on the day of Purim. So first thing for you to note is that it's not a biblical command. It was commanded, of course, in the Megillah of Esther, and we consider that not a biblical law. The biblical laws are usually the ones announced to us in the 5 books of Moshe, the 5 books of Chumash, and this one was not. This one was, of course, announced at the time of Mordechai and Esther. So it's not a biblical law, but it's a law that comes to us from Mordechai and Esther and their time, and we follow it until today. What's the reason that we send gifts to each other on Purim? So, I mean, the basic is because it tells us to in the Megillah, and we follow that. But the reasoning behind it, so 2 reasons are given. One of them is that we want to just help people have food for their Purim Seudah. There is a law that you're supposed to have a Purim Seudah, a meal on the day of Purim, and sending foods to your friends will help them have their Purim Seudah. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2, that it promotes friendship on this great, great day when God seems to want us to be extra friendly with each other, and that's why we send gifts to each other. The bare bones basic Shalach Manos would be sending 2 items to 1 person. You could do that and you're done. That's all you have to do as the minimum, is to send 2 items to 1 person and you're done. But we feel that the more you do, the more praiseworthy it is. I guess you could say the more the merrier, but the more people you send it to, the more praise, the more friendship you're creating, and that's just more praiseworthy to do that. So do try to send a lot of Shalach Manos if you can, but they should be food items, okay? You will not fulfill the mitzvah of Shalach Manos by sending your friend gloves and a scarf, okay? It has to be food items, because remember, reason number 1 was we send Shalach Manos so that they could have food for their Seudah. So in honor of that opinion, we feel that all Shalach Manos should be food. Now, you can, of course, send your food in a beautiful tray and have the tray be part of the gift. You're allowed to do that. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but just make sure that there are at least 2 food items in the Shalach Manos. Last thing we'll just discuss today is, how come there's no bracha said before this mitzvah? A lot of mitzvahs have a bracha recited right before you do them, and there are a lot of reasons given. I'll just give you 2 here. One of them is that, this is going to sound so interesting to you, but if your friend knew that you were making a bracha over this mitzvah, then he would feel like you're fulfilling your religious commitment here. You're not really doing it out of friendship with me. So really, that's one of the rabbis says that, and therefore we lifted away the bracha and we said, no, this is friendship. This is friendship. You won't even see me making a blessing over this. It's just me reaching out in friendship to you, and that's one of the reasons that there's no bracha recited. The second reason is that brachas usually are only recited when you're doing the thing exclusively for the mitzvah. Like, I'll give you an example. If there weren't a mitzvah to lift the lulav and esrog, you probably would never lift the lulav and esrog, okay? Because why would you be doing that unless God told you to do it? So those kinds of things get a bracha. But sending gifts to your friends, hey, people do that even when it's not a mitzvah. So it's not exclusively feeling like you're doing it only because of mitzvah, because people also just do gifts all the time to people that they like. And therefore no bracha was instituted for the mitzvah of Mishloach Manos, of sending gifts to your friends on the holiday of Purim. Okay, so happy Shushan Purim Katan, everybody. And we might be doing Purim halachas from here on out, taking us all the way up to Purim. I don't know, I'll see. But we'll keep you posted each day. Thanks for logging on, and do log on again tomorrow for more. Bye.